Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, all tired, sweet gulab. Let's just hide those. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my labor and birth story. I know I didn't get that much footage during my labor. It happened so quickly. I didn't pack my camera. I didn't pack my iPhone charger. It was just so unexpected. I was 10 days early, so it was one of those days, but I got some footage that I already posted. So today will be my story sharing video. Okay, so first of all, just ignore how I look because I know I look really tired. I just woke up though, so I shouldn't look too tired. So let's introduce you to my son. He's right here. He is exactly 9 days old today. He was born October 9th. And I'm just so happy. I'll tell you guys his name as well. We named him not right away, like at the hospital. We didn't name him at the hospital. We named him at home pretty much because we weren't sure what name we wanted. I personally wanted to name him Genji. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. But I didn't for some reason. But Genji would have been an awesome name, honestly. I really love that name for a boy. It's a really nice name. So his name is Miles. I named him Miles. His Miles. M-I-L-E-S. Miles. Classic name. And it means soldier, which I really liked. I love the name meaning of that. Soldier. Are you a soldier from the military, huh? Just kidding. But yeah, his name means soldier, and I absolutely love the meaning of that name. He's my little soldier. All right, so on October 8th, around 2 p.m., I started playing Overwatch. I was streaming actually on Twitch. And everything was going fine. Everything was going to plan. Until an hour later, I started, at the time what I thought it was Brachnic Hicks. I started getting Brachnic Hicks. That's what I thought it was. So I was like, okay, they're manageable, whatever. They're going to go away soon. So I just continued playing Overwatch and continued streaming. And then it kept coming and coming, and then to a point where I was very uncomfortable, and then I was like, you know what, just screw it. I'm gonna go to bed. So I turned off my let me move this up a bit. So I turned off my stream and I went to go sleep for a little bit, like an hour. I'm like, okay, after my nap they're probably gonna be gone. So I went to bed. And then I woke up around like 4:30, and then they were still there. I'm like, interesting. Okay, they're still there. I got to keep an eye on it. And I was 38 weeks pregnant too at that point. So the contractions, or the Brachnic Hicks, what I thought, were just getting stronger. Like every time it came, it was stronger. And I started timing them, and they were like half an hour apart. Which Brachnic Hicks, they don't come in patterns. So by the time 8 o'clock, I was in pain, and then my husband was like, oh, what happened? And my son's like, oh, mom's been in pain. And then he's like, oh no, we gotta keep, we'll time them. They could be contractions. And I was like, okay, we'll time them. So my husband started timing them. And he was like, these are contractions. You're getting them like every 15 minutes now. You're getting them every 10 minutes. They're literally contractions. So we just timed them. We called my midwife as well, told her what was happening. And she said time them. If they're a minute apart, no, if they're 5 minutes apart and they're lasting 1 minute, call me back. So we did that. And then around, what time was it? Around 1 o'clock a.m., they were 5 minutes apart, lasting 60 seconds. That's when I was 100% sure I was in labor, because they were not manageable at this point. I was literally almost in tears. I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't get through the contractions without my husband like massaging my back or giving me counter pressure. Those really helped. So at 1 o'clock a.m. we called my midwife. We told her that, you know, they're lasting 60 seconds and they're 5 minutes apart, and it's been an hour like that now. And then she's like, okay, let's go, I'll meet you at the hospital. So we went to the hospital, and then I told her up front that I'm very nervous about you checking me for dilation. I'm very scared about it. And then she said, okay, it's most likely you are in labor, because she saw how much pain I was in. And they were 5 minutes apart, as she witnessed as well. So I got my IV in, and then she said, I can give you an epidural, and then I'll check you. And then I was like, okay, I'll do that. So she gave me that, well, she called the person to put the epidural in. And then he came in, gave me the epidural, and then he left. And then she checked me, and I was 4 centimeters dilated, which I was so happy, because if I wasn't even dilated and I got the epidural, they would have to induce me, which I didn't mind as well. So I was 4 centimeters, which is great. And then I just laid there waiting for everything to happen. Hello. Waiting for everything to happen. And then maybe 2 hours later, so around like 3, the epidural stopped working. It stopped working. Okay, it didn't stop working. It didn't stop working 100%, but it stopped working enough where I can feel pain. So I was in pain. I was screaming, and my midwife tried to give me more of the epidural shots. Like, she made it more powerful, but it wasn't working. So epidural, honestly, I felt everything. I remember I was screaming, like, that's how bad the contractions were. So around 5 o'clock, she came in, my midwife, and she broke my water. When she broke my water, it didn't hurt, because it just didn't hurt. I was very surprised it didn't hurt. Maybe because epidural did something, but I personally didn't feel any pain. It was just really uncomfortable. Like, you could feel everything happening up there with a hand and a pointy stick. You could definitely feel that. So she broke my water, and things just started progressing very fast. I was like at 8 centimeters already, and then 9, and then I was ready to push. I was like, what, really, already? So by like 7 o'clock, she told me to start pushing, because I felt like I needed to push. So I pushed like maybe a total of 20 times, like 20 long pushes. And I pushed really hard, because they kept saying harder, harder, harder. So I pushed harder. And then one big final push, the baby just trained out of me. Like, it felt like a train coming out of me and gushing out of me. I felt everything. I was literally screaming at this point, because I felt like 70, no, I don't want to say 70% of the pain. I probably felt like 50% of the pain because the epidural stopped working, and remember in the middle? So I felt everything. I felt like when I was pushing, I felt everything. The pain, the joy, the feeling, like how everything opened up down there. Like I felt it all, and it was a really unique feeling. It was amazing. I'm really happy that I'm secretly happy that the epidural stopped working, because I wouldn't have experienced that feeling of him coming out of me, and that feeling was something that I'm never gonna forget. With my firstborn, I had the epidural and it worked completely normal. Like it didn't stop working, so I didn't feel that with my first son. But with him, I felt everything, and it's definitely a feeling that I'm never gonna forget. What else? So I pushed him out by 8:05 a.m. I didn't get any Pitocin, nothing. My body just knew what to do from the beginning. And then on October 9th at 8:05, he was born. And he was placed on my chest, crying a bit, but he was really calm. And I was the happiest. I was so happy that he was here. And then I went to the recovery room. I stayed there for about a few hours. Everything went normal with my pregnancy. So we were just waiting on the pediatrician to come check him up, to give him a checkup. That took a long time. But if it wasn't for that, I would have been home within like 2 hours after pushing him out. I know, right? They said if there's no complications and everything was normal, you could go home. But since we had to wait for the pediatrician to come in, that literally took a few hours. So after the pediatrician came to see him, she gave us the green mark. We went home. My parents came. They helped out a lot. They brought food. They brought, they supported a lot. So I had a great support team. And now I'm just ready to see what the future holds with this bundle of joy. But yeah, I thought they were Brackney kicks, but they weren't. They ended up being the true deal, the true labor. And I'm really happy it worked out that way. He wasn't supposed to be born until October 19th, but he just couldn't wait to come out of me. He wanted to see the world. So he came 10 days early, which I'm so happy. I'll show you guys a postpartum belly as well. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys a belly update. I'm 9 days postpartum right now, so let's show you guys how it looks like. 9 days postpartum. I still look like I'm 17 weeks pregnant. It's going down. It's really jiggly. Oh, my belly button looks sore, but it's not. I still have this line here. It's definitely gonna take time to go down. I've been pregnant for 9 months. It could take up to a year. But I don't care if it goes down or not. I'm just happy that I birthed 2 kids out of my tummy. Also, if you guys are wondering if I am formula feeding or breastfeeding, I am breastfeeding and breast pumping. So my baby is drinking only breast milk. I plan to do it as long as I can. My goal is at least 6 months. I did 6 months with my firstborn. The goal is 6 months. I definitely can do it. I'm already stocked up on milk. Like, look, I have 3 more of these in the fridge. I'm using Medela pump, if you guys are wondering. I'm stocked up on milk. I'm pumping every 4 hours at nighttime and every 3 hours during the day. And I'm also breastfeeding as well. So I'm pretty milky. I have a lot of milk inside me. And yeah, my baby has been drinking only breast milk, which I'm really thankful for, that I can produce this much milk. But I'm keeping up with my milk supply. I am pumping, I am eating healthy, I am drinking a lot of water. So I'm doing all the things that you need to do to keep your milk supply up. Also, I'm a little sick. I don't know if you guys can tell in my voice and my nose. I'm sick. I'm just recovering from being sick. I got sick literally a day after I gave birth, and I've been sick ever since. Hopefully I get better soon. But yeah, I just put Miles down for a nap, and I'm probably gonna take a nap again. Take advantage of those naps for sure. Yeah, but anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Before I go, if you have any questions about my birth, feel free to comment down below those questions. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. It could be TMI, it could be anything. So let me know if you guys have any questions regarding my postpartum, regarding my birth, regarding my labor, regarding contractions, anything you guys have. Just bring it, let me know those questions and I'll answer them for you. I'm really open. I'm an open person, so don't feel shy. Bring on the questions. I'll be happy to answer them. But I gotta go now. I'm gonna go take advantage of another nap. Bye guys.